Hello, everyone, and welcome to your Back to School webinar. I'm Pamela, and I work in the marketing department of Ecole Polytechnique. And today, the directors of your programs, as well as some members of the MSc&T team, are here to welcome you, give you important information about your first weeks at Ecole Polytechnique, and answer all of your questions. Just before getting into the presentation, I will let Stéphane Bouchonnet, the director of the MSc&T programs, say a few words.
Well, okay, thank you, Pamela. I'm happy to welcome you in a MSc&T program. First, I would like to congratulate all of you because I know you have been selected through a hard admission process. We will see each other in early September. I would like to tell you that the admission ceremony will take place on the September the 5th in the morning, and will be followed by individual presentation of all the masters. So it's really important you get there in time. And for those who will have an accommodation on the campus, please be here on Tuesday, September the 5th, and before 4 p.m. Okay. I hope that you will love your study here, and I wish you all the best. I hope also for foreign students that you will enjoy your stay in France. And I strongly encourage you to be involved, to engage in student association in campus life, because it's really important. And I hope you will make a lot of friends, good friends. Do not hesitate to contact us, your professors, the administrative staff, also your fellow classmates and alumni, whatever you need. Okay. Always remember that the MSc&T team is here to support you on your journey. And do not hesitate if you have any question. You can send me a mail. I think Pamela will give you the address later. And even come to my office to discuss with me in early September. You will be welcome, of course. Thank you, and best wishes for a successful year.
Thank you, Stéphane. So now let's get to know each other. As you might know, this webinar is dedicated to MSc&T students from the economics programs, and there are 3 at Ecole Polytechnique. So I will let the directors of each program present themselves.
Marie-Laure, Patricia, you start.
Okay, so I'm Marie-Laure Alain. I'm happy to welcome you today for the EDACF, so Economics, Data Analytics and Corporate Finance, MSc&T. I'm a professor of economics at Ecole Polytechnique and a member of CREST, the Joint Research Center of Polytechnique, MSc&E and Telecom on the Institut Polytechnique de Paris.
Hi, everybody. My name is Patricia Criffaut. I'm the academic director of the MSc&T Economics for Smart Cities and Climate Policy, which acronyms will be ESCLIP for ease of use. I'm professor at the economic department. I'm also science deputy director of an interdisciplinary center called Energy for Climate. And I'm also a member of the CREST, the Center for Research in Economics and Statistics at Institut Polytechnique de Paris.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. So I'm Pierre Boyer. I'm professor of economics at Ecole Polytechnique. I will be a co-director of the program Data and Economics for Public Policy. And I'm also a deputy director of the Institut des Politiques Publiques. It's a policy institute evaluation. And welcome to this new program.
Thank you. And I will now let the members of the MSc&T team present themselves as well.
Hello, everyone. So my name is Mélanie Garde. I'm the coordinator for these 3 masters. I'm in charge of the organization of the courses, the schedule, the various events during your academic year, and the preparation of the academic committee and jury. And well, you can contact me if you have any questions regarding your program or any matters you want to share with me.
Hi everyone, my name is Ariane. I work at the International Student Office. So I'm here to try to help you with all the administrative stuff, the visa application, residence permit, health insurance, welcome you on campus, try to integrate you the best on campus and try to make your life easier. So don't hesitate to reach me if you have any question on administrative stuff or anything.
Lily, can you hear us?
Yes. Hi, my name is Lily, and so I'm the admissions manager for the Master of Science in Technology programs. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. So now let's jump into the important informations that we have to give you. So by now, all of you should have received an email from Arthur with the Back to School program, but also the emails of the MSc&T team and the website to get more familiar with the campus. If you did not get that email, please tell us so we can send it to you. So here you have an overview of the schedule. And as you can see, the Back to School week starts on September 5th. So please organize yourself to be there on time on the first day. And we are organizing different activities throughout the week to let you get to know each other, get familiar with the campus, also help you move into your dorms and complete administrative procedures for foreign students mostly. On September 8th, you will be following the Explore Your Future program. As you know, MSc&T programs are very industry-oriented, and the goal of Explore Your Future is to help you define your professional goals and get the right internships or job to get there, thanks to different events and activities organized throughout the year. We also wanted to highlight the MOX, which is the MSc&T Student Board, created several years ago in order to organize events and activities on but also off campus to enjoy your time with your classmates, learn about different cultures, visit Paris, and just make you feel at home while living in another city or country. And here you have some very important dates for you. This is also an information that you should have received from Arthur, but you can take a picture of it if you want to, and we can send it to you once again if needed. And I will now let Patricia Criffaut, the director of the MSc&T in Economics for Smart Cities and Climate Policy, give you important informations as well.
Thank you, Pamela, and thank you all for being here. So the MSc&T Ecole focuses on smart cities and how to tackle the new environmental and technological and mobility and energy challenges that cities are faced with at turning of these 21st centuries. As you will see during your entry, the academic year is organized around several semesters, course semesters and internships. And a specificity of the program Ecole is a kind of a particular course called the Capstone Project, which consists in the evaluation of the Climate and Sustainable Finance Action Plan of Paris or the region metropolitan area or another partners for which we have signed an agreement. Basically, this project is very important. It is undertaken both in year 1 and in year 2. And it is based on a group work by students. In the beginning of the academic year, that is in September, you will be proposed a list of subjects that have been designed and imagined in partnership with an industrial or institutional partner. And you will be requested to conduct a scientific study to evaluate, in general, the climate action plan of Paris. So here are important dates for this capstone project. It is organized all over the year. It starts in September, and the defense of the capstone project will have to be done before you leave for your internship in March. You are supervised by an academic professor and also by a professional advisor located in the partner. So either City of Paris, Région Île-de-France, or another company, for instance, Origin Earth, which is a startup focusing on measuring CO2 emissions. So that's very important because you will have to use real-world data and provide policy recommendation. All over the year, you will have to have these interactions with the professionals. We can go to the next slide, please. So internships is also another part of your industrial journey within the master. It is very important that you start searching your internship early in the year. You must have found your company at least in early February, because your internships will start in the end of March, and you will have to defend your internship by mid-September. So we have a process that is designed at the department level for the designation of academic tutor and for the building of the internship agreement. So you will be given this information again once the academic year begins, but please be careful about the fact that you have to contact the academic coordinators of the internship option, and also copy, of course, the coordination and administrative team, so that we keep a track record on the advancement of the process. And the internship agreement will have to be made by the department at Ecole Polytechnique. We can go to the next slide, please.
Thank you.
Which is the Economics, Data Analytics and Corporate Finance Master. So I leave the floor to my colleague, Marie-Laure Alain. Thank you very much.
Marie-Laure, we can't hear you. I think you're on mute.
Yes, sorry. Yes, okay, so I'm going to give you a few informations about the master EDACF. And first, I think you're going to be there a promotion of about 30 new students arriving soon, more or less. And an important thing is that you come from different backgrounds, as usually for these masters. So some students come from graduated in economics, some in mathematics, some in engineering, and a few in finance. So the organization of the first year of the master is designed to make sure that everybody has a common basis in the three main topics that are covered by the master. So this is going to be reflected in the course choices you will have to make when you arrive. So in each term of the first year, you will have to choose 4 courses. 3 of them are mandatory. One is going to be in economics, in microeconomics. One is going to be in finance, and one in data analytics. Okay, and the 4th course is an elective that you will be able to choose. In the first term, you will also have a Python course and a few business games to be completed as well. And all year you will have as well a foreign language, humanities and sports modules, as well as some lecture series that are organized for you to meet senior people from the administration, from the industry, from the services, to understand what your future career will be, and why it's important to study what you're going to study in the MSc&T, and how you're going to be able to use these knowledge in your future career. Okay, so that's an introduction to the topics, if you want, of the master. So make sure that you have you think about what you want to specialize on in the second year, because in the second year you have more or less two tracks. One is about corporate finance, and the other is more specialized into economics. So the first track is for people who want to pursue a career in the financial world. The second one is for people who want to do more consulting or work in the industry, do data analytics, etc. Okay, so depending on the track you want to select in the M2, you have to select carefully your electives in the first year. Okay. So for those of you who come from a non-economic background, I stress that it's going to be very, very important that you read some books during the summer before you arrive, and in particular, one of the two microeconomics books by Hal Varian. So you have microeconomic analysis and intermediate macroeconomics, depending on your level. You can read the two. It is going to be important that you have a good command of what is in these books before you arrive. Okay, you will have two crash courses on the week of September 11th to the 15th. You're going to have one crash course in microeconomics to help you reach the starting level, and one crash course in statistics to give you also the common ground for the data courses that are going to start the week after. And finally, regarding the internships, you all have to do to complete a 16 weeks internship in the first year, and you can read all the information on page 11. So all the information that Patricia gave also apply to the EDACF program, except that, of course, you can copy me instead of Patricia when you send emails to the coordinators. I'm done with the presentation. I will give the floor to Pierre for the DEPP program.
Thank you, Myra. So the Data and Economics and Public Policy program, so DEPP or DEP, we call it. So the first important information is that in terms of the course choice, in the first semester, you will have 3 mandatory courses, 1 elective and 1 transverse, on top of lecture series for public policy that will be given by people working in the industry, in organizations that will come to the campus. So this is the same structure for the second term, and all year you will have 1 foreign language module and sports to choose. In terms of the summer reading, so I think what Marie-Laure said is also applying to us, but here we emphasize summer readings that are maybe more general interest, and one is really related to public policy evaluation. This is a book by John List called The Voltage Effect. Another good summer reading for our program would be the book by Banerjee and Duflo on good economics for hard time. So these are books that combine statistical knowledge and economics for public policy evaluations. So these are nice summer reads. So one thing I wanted to advertise compared to the previous things that we'd say is that we continue signing partnership for this program. So we had already a partnership with the Cour des Comptes, the French Council of Auditor, and now we just signed a partnership with the Statistical and Economics Department of the Ministry of Health. So these are partners that will offer internships options that will come to campus for lecture series, and that will provide also policy in action consultancy topics. So let me also say that we have more partnerships into consideration in the topic on the topic of public finance, on environment, and on institutional international organization. evaluation. So I mean, stay tuned. I mean, we hope that we will be signing more partnership in the coming weeks. So the internship that both Marie-Laure and Patricia mentioned is also applying to us. And I think this is something that, as Patricia said, we will start thinking about it at the start of the program, and feel free to contact us and we will discuss with the partnerships about the potential options. As I said, the lecture series in public policy and public policy in action project will also start from the beginning of the year. And we already started planning on the first semester for the lecture series, and we have an exciting program that is about to come. Finally, let us mention that we plan to have joint with other programs a public event where we will have high-level policymakers and civil servants who would come to the campus to discuss about data and public policy evaluations. So this is something that we plan in the end of September, and all of you will be invited. Thank you.
Thank you. Before jumping into your questions, please note that you can download all of the documents listed above by scanning the QR code here. I don't see any questions for now, but feel free to ask anything and use the Q&R button, I think, at the bottom of your screen. Oh, there's a question for you, Patricia. Is there any summer readings recommended for the preparation?
Thank you very much for your question. There is no specific request to have a summer work specifically, unless you have been notified individually. What we do is that when we recruit for each jury wave, if we feel that some skills would be likely to be acquired by the students, we inform the student individually. As a general recommendation, I will send an email with a specific reading recommendation, but for now we do not request any specific readings.
Thank you. We have another question. Do we have a chance to meet our fellow students before the 5th of September?
Yeah, actually, well, sometimes some students take the, sorry, maybe you don't see me. It's my camera was off. Okay. So in case you've been already in contact with other MSc&T students, of course, you can create groups and like connect yourselves. We cannot actually put you in contact as long as you don't have your school's email. Okay. But you can always, if you create a group, you can always share it with your coordinators, and they could share it with the other students, and if they wish to join, they will. So that's a way in which you maybe can connect before September, maybe create a group, WhatsApp or Facebook or any other group, send it to your coordinator, just one single group, which is one student taking the initiative, and the coordinator shares the link with the other students, and if they wish to join, they will. That could be a way. Otherwise, you will just meet in September.
And the MOCs, your student association, will contact you at the end of July because they want to create a Facebook or WhatsApp group for all new MSc&T students and the MOCs in order to speak before your arrival on campus. So the MOCs will contact you as soon as you will have your school email address.
And there is a mistake. One IoT students received the invitation.
Yes.
It's just a mistake. There is
Sorry
no
about that.
explanation. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, I have to leave for another meeting. Sincerely, thanks you very much Thank you very much. Have a nice day, and
Thank you.
see you very soon. Bye-bye.
I have added in the reply a suggestion for reading on cities and climate change, which is an OECD report that may be of interest to the students willing to read for this summer.
We have a question about how many students will be in the Smart City Master.
Yes, so the students will be around 15, with expecting numbers to be confirmed once everybody has registered, but we are around 15 for the new cohorts.
For international students, when we will receive the documents needed for our visa or renew the titre de séjour?
So those are different processes actually for the visa application. You will need first to enroll. So if you've been in the last rounds, you need to complete your registration, and we will provide you a pre-enrollment certificate. If you need any documentation in urgency, we can also provide you an admission letter. And when you finish the registration, the pre-enrollment letter. Okay, so we recommend actually like to prevent the delay that it takes to treat your registrations, because it may take like 1 week or maybe 2 weeks. It will depend on the country where you are. It depends on the deposit payment delays between the bank transfer, or if you do it by credit card. So please contact us if you have any urgency regarding your visa application. We will always help you find a way in which we can provide you documentation to support your application. Okay, so just to summary, once you confirm your admission, we give you access to the application form. You make the deposit payment, and once you finish the registration, you'll be able to receive your pre-enrollment certificate. So everything depends on you as well. Okay, about visa renewal, actually you will be able to download your enrollment certificate when you finish your first year. In the beginning of the second year, you will be able to download it from Synapses, which is an official school system. It's a system in which you can find your grades, your schedule, and also administrative documents like this. So and your academic coordinators would be able to help you if you have any technical issue, but normally you have access. Okay, so that's for the visa renewal. So it will be in 1 year still. Okay, so but
except for students who are already in France, if it's your case, it is recommended to apply for student residence permit renewal not later than 2 months before the expiry of your current residence permit. So between 4 months before and not later than 2 months before. We can provide you the documents before September, if it is the time for you to apply. And for the visa application, we recommend you to apply 2 months before departure in your country of residence. You should have received all the information that I provided to you through the website. But in some countries, it can be longer, like India, China, Mexico. It is 3 months before that you need to apply. So just keep us updated of where are you on the visa application process, and don't hesitate to ask us for any question or document you may need.
Thank you. We have 2 questions about the accommodation on campus. If we have applied for housing on campus, when will we have confirmation if we have been selected or not?
Okay, so it will happen in June 30 at the latest, because Andrea, you've been admitted in the last round. So once the registration is closed, we will inform you about the result. And about there was another question. Yeah, you can only move since September 5th. So if you arrive before to France, then you will have to find another accommodation, maybe an Airbnb or private housing. But on campus, it's only since September 5th.
Pickups will be organized for those who arrive in France on the 5th of September. From Orly Airport or Roissy Airport, you can easily reach the Massy-Palaiseau train station with the suburban train called Airbnb. And then we'll organize pickups at Massy-Palaiseau train station on that day. So your flight has to arrive on the morning or early afternoon because you have to reach the campus before 4 p.m. And those who need an accommodation certificate for their visa application, they can ask us as from now, even if you didn't receive the confirmation. If it's urgent for you, we can provide you the documents as from now.
And regarding artificial intelligence webinar, yeah, we will inform students about the date. Yeah, it may happen in July, but we will keep you posted.
Okay, so I don't see any more questions. Again, if you have some questions after the webinar, feel free to email us. Oh, we have one last question. Will the sport language courses will be with all the students of the master or specific to the economic master only?
Yeah, I think it is mutualized between all the MSc&T programs, if I'm right.
And about the emails, it's true that it's not on the slides, but you should have received it by email from Arthur with a PDF document of all the MSc&T team presented with their emails on it. If you did not get that email, please tell us so that we can send it back to you. And if needed, you can also, all of you who are connected, you can write your emails down. So Ariane, the directors, Melanie, Lily, maybe you can give their your emails so that they can reach out to you if needed.
In case of admissions, you already have the admissions email, so you can contact us and our team will get back to you.
I have seen some humanitarian classes in some economics program. Will there be some as well in the depth program? As I don't see that in the programs for sure.
So I think we have some classes that are transverse. So in law, in political science, in sociology, and there will be part of this group of classes.
Thank you. So I think everyone wrote down his or her email in the question about how to reach us. So once again, thank you for your time. Thank you for being here, and feel free to reach out to us if you have any more question. And we can't wait to see you on campus on September 5th.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.